Welcome to the ParcelPedia podcast, the ultimate guide to all things shipping and business services in Frisco, Texas. From U.S. Mail and FedEx to private mailboxes and packing supplies, we've got you covered. Stay tuned for a special discount code to save on your next order. And now, delivering expert tips and insider insights with a smile, here's your host, James Banks, owner of ParcelPedia.
Thinking about shipping overseas but unsure where to start? At ParcelPedia, we take the guesswork out of international shipping so you can send with confidence. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Sophia Yvette, co-host / producer, back in the studio with owner of ParcelPedia, James Banks. James, how's it going today?
Hey, Sophia, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm also doing well, and that's great to hear, James. So, please let our listeners know. What is the full process for international shipping at ParcelPedia, and what are their options when shipping internationally?
Oh, sure. I'm happy to let them know. So the full process of international shipping starts out just like any shipment. You're going to need a sender address, return address, as well as a recipient address. And then where it starts to differ is you're going to need a detailed list of the contents of what you're sending. So any shipment that goes international is subject to customs, duties, and taxes, but the main thing is subject to customs inspection. And so a way to ensure that your package is delivered in a timely manner and without being delayed is to have that list of items. And that is one of the services we do provide here at ParcelPedia, is actually filling out all that paperwork for you. We just need the information from you. So a little tip or trick that you could do is have a pre-filled list. Just anything scribbled on like a note or even something saved on your phone is fine, just to make that process a little bit easier, but that is definitely a requirement. As far as different services we definitely offer every carrier that does international shipping, that being U.S. Mail, FedEx International, DHL International, and we do accept UPS international shipments. The differences between those, they do vary a bit. The main being time. So some of the slower options, they are more cost effective, but they will take a little time to get there as they are going across the world. And then you have your faster options, which are a bit safer because they are in the carrier's hands for a less amount of time, but they can be a little bit costlier. But they are definitely a great asset to use when it's an emergency. When it's paperwork, timely things, it's great to use those. And I can go over those a little bit for you. So U.S. Mail is definitely going to we'll call that category the slow and steady. So it's the tortoise and the hare race. It takes a while, but it will save you a lot in the long run because it is the most cost-effective way across the board. It doesn't matter if you go to a FedEx directly, to a UPS directly, DHL directly, no matter what, every single time, US Mail will be your best rate. Now, if you want to go faster, just to be, a bit more efficient and just quicker and have a bit more self-assurance, I would recommend personally DHL. They have a very well-established logistical just outfit across the globe. Their infrastructure is well suited for international shipments. And even on the state side, that's almost a bit of all they do. You can do a bit of domestic DHL here in the USA, but it's very rare. And it's almost only international. But because of that, their rates are very competitive. It's a safe trip because it's in their hands the whole time. And you can count on them. They have money-back guarantees similar to FedEx and UPS. So those are just a few of the different ways you can do it. But definitely, if you have any questions, feel free to call us here, email us, come stop on by. We can give you a full rundown of how the shipping works, what you can do to help us, how we can help you, and of course, get it there to the final destination safe and sound.
So, James, can you help with customs paperwork for commercial shipments?
Of course, yeah. Whether it's sending to a pen pal or you're sending a huge shipment on behalf of a company, we do it all. So, and of course, the paperwork is definitely part of that full service. So don't come thinking it's going to be a headache or a nightmare. We take all that burden off your shoulders. Just bring us what you need to ship, who you're shipping it to. We will make sure that the items are allowed to go. So just in case, you may have something that you thought was safe, but turns out it's not, we'll double check that for you. That way you don't waste time with it getting halfway there, rejected and sent back. So all those little things that kind of create headaches with international shipping, we've got it fleshed out, we've got it planned out, we've done it a million times, and we're here to help you.
So which countries have the strictest shipping regulations?
So the strictest shipping regulations, I would say, are more of the either countries that are currently in some type of political, I'll say, conflict, or neighboring those countries. So anytime there's a skirmish, anytime there's anything that kind of makes international news as far as military activity, that can hinder shipping just because they kind of shut that down on the commercial side to aid the military. So it's good to kind of be in the know on global news. But just across the board, any country that the USA does not have a very friendly relationship with, they're a little bit harder to get things to. Unless, of course, it's a family member in a military like base, then there's just ways to get it there, and it's very safe and it's very easy because we always try to help out our service members. So
Well, that's awesome. So, James, one final question for you today. What kind of items are restricted or prohibited for international shipping?
thank you, Sophia. I appreciate that question because this is one that unfortunately we have to turn around, not necessarily the customer, but the items that they brought to ship out. We've talked about it before here. Perfumes, colognes, those are always my number one because they are very common as gifts, but they are considered flammable liquids and they cannot be shipped. Lithium-ion batteries, depending on the country, they can or cannot go. Again, those are the batteries most commonly found in things like your cell phones, your AirPods, your rechargeable headphones. Batteries basically you don't ever remove, but just continue to recharge. Those are more likely lithium ion. And if they're not restricted, they are prohibited completely. So typically it's just a good idea to maybe send them a gift card and they can get it on their side. But yeah, flammable liquids, aerosols, things that you can kind of, have an idea of, like if I put this in the microwave, it would be bad. It's almost the same for shipping. So it's funny how that works, but there's similar things like that. But again, if you have any question or if you're not sure, just still bring it, because if you may be pleasantly surprised, like, oh yeah, you can send that. That's no problem. We'll put it in the box and you'll be happy you didn't leave it at home because you just thought that it couldn't go. We'll check for you and we'll make sure.
James, do you have any final words on international shipments?
Just the same message I'm always preaching. Please just bring us your questions. If there's any hesitation, let us take that, that anxiety off of you and just give you the answers you're looking for without you having to do the homework. We'll do it for you happily.
Well, thanks for sharing that valuable information today, James. We'll catch you in the next episode. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks for joining us on the ParcelPedia podcast. Don't forget, mention podcast at our store to snag 10% off select shipping services. Stop by at 8992 Preston Road, Suite 110, Frisco, Texas, or give us a ring at 972-335-1450. We're here to make your shipping a breeze. Until next time, keep shipping and smiling.